I've attracted a very odd minion in that girl Wildflower.
Sagacious Sue, could that be actual concern in your voice?
It would be a great inconvenience if we were all suddenly slaughtered. Nothing to concern yourself over. Very old business. I traveled this way when I was fleeing the Lotus Assassins. It was nothing. Some vagrant waif I passed off after making sure its belly was full. I know a way to be a truthful and honorable person. What if it is true? Much will have to change to accommodate this truth. The Emperor subject to the common vice of deception. Unthinkable. Perhaps. But that too implies a weakness that the Emperor cannot have. I warn you, this will lead in a dangerous direction for you and Dawnstar. Just don't blame me when the whole world is against you. You will need more than my help. Just try not to endanger your companions. They are not to blame for what your destiny mandates. I am always agitated. It is because of my training. We were taught that we were always being watched, always being stalked. You likely have similar feelings, when trained to be as vicious as the assassins or when you are the protege of a famous master. I wonder how you will react to this scrutiny. I also wonder if your fellows will stand by you when the true weight of what you claim becomes known. Your best may not be enough. That is why it is so often used as comfort after failure. The sides of the coming conflict seem very well defined. Enough. I don't have anything else relevant to say. I've said enough for the time being. Goodbye, then.
Yes? I'm a bit busy fiddling about with my thoughts. I found my way to Tien's Landing quite by accident. Gao the Greater heard about my inventions and bribed some officials to effect my release. He gave me a nice workshop, but he really was a fool. It shows where I've been, not where I'm going. It seems to me I left something, a clue for myself, but I'm not sure why I'd need to. I don't suppose you'd be interested in taking a short trip back the way I came? Well, let's see then. It must lead to where I was last. Keep an eye out. I don't know why. This looks familiar. Keep going. I have the urge to build something. There are memories in the route we are flying. Keep going. I see patterns, schematics. Keep going. I'll hammer it out. Almost there. Just a few more pieces to figure out. Our flight was great fun. Lots of explosions. But what does it mean? One thing for certain, there was no destination. We ended where we began. I'm not sure what it is, but it has a lever on it that is begging to be pulled. Here we go. And nothing. Right? I need some time to think, to get my brain straightened out. This is most intriguing and infuriating. Well, of course. But time is better spent doing. Nothing new to report yet. I need time to consider what parts are missing from the mystery device. Well, of course. But time is better spent doing. Off you go. I'll start planning some redesigns for the Dragonfly.
What? What do you want? You know what I like about this place? Absolutely nothing. Let's get what we need and get to the Imperial City. I remember one time I was hired by two warring clans. A bunch of fights broke out in the first few days, but after I killed a few dozen of their clansmen, they settled down. The leaders took the next 3 days to talk and talk. Not really. I just helped things progress a little faster, that's all. The clan leaders were agreed on peace, except for one thing. After 5 days, it looked like the peace would fall apart. It was my job to stop them from fighting. So, I cleaved the wench in two and told them each to take a half. It was easy. She was small, and my blades are extremely sharp. They weren't too happy with my decision. I don't know what they were so upset about. Better... You know what I like about this place? Absolutely nothing. Meh.
Prosperous tidings. What can humble Ho do to assist you today? It would seem we have our work cut out for us, but as I can almost hear her screaming at me now. If ever you find a cure for bad memories... As I mentioned, I am but a simple bun master, with a dear wife who has turned my life into a miserable cesspool devoid of humor and excitement. My wife ensures that I work very hard every day to become the best bun master in the Imperial City, though I was one of the most respected fighters in the Empire before I met my precious bride. She made sure that I became something more, or less. Yes, well, like most things in life, life is not all bad, though. I may have lost all my dignity and self-respect. Oh yes, I'm very proud of that. Indeed, something... It would seem we have our work cut out for us, but as my darling wife likes to say, I can almost hear her screaming at me now. If ever you find a cure for bad memories... As you wish. I will be here waiting.
Something's on your mind? Of course, I was just thinking about things. Gao richly deserved his death, but I'm not sure I ever really expected it to happen. I feel fine, but determined. Our work isn't done, but we've taken a small step by removing that stain upon the Empire's honor. Gao's slavers took my daughter, Pin Mei, and I was able to follow them. Fortunately, they didn't cover their tracks. I chased them down, trying to reach her. I was too late. Pin Mei was spirited, and I'm sure she fought them. I believe they decided she was too much trouble and killed her. 5 years old, they ran her through. I found her dead by the roadside and stopped my pursuit. By the time I cared to continue my chase, the slavers were long gone. It's fine. Thank you for your concern, but for the most part, I've come to terms with her death. Why dwell on this? Gao is dead, and perhaps Pin Mei has found some peace. That's what really matters. That and what we still have to accomplish. You're right, but we have to pick our time, and now isn't it. We can talk about this later. I only spent enough time in Tien's Landing to learn the location of Gao the Greater's stronghold. It's a nice enough place, though they're still adjusting to the flooding of the old town some years ago. Always happy to help.
Yes, I'm a bit... Nothing new to report yet. I need time to consider what parts are missing from... Yes, goodbye. Now, back to my dragonfly. Perhaps the wings should be bit...
What do you want? You need to repair your ship? For the place you're going and the man you want to find? I think you're special, too. Is there anything else you wanted? Okay,